Welcome back to the Frank Walker Law Podcast, where we talk all things criminal defense and personal injury. Today, we're going to talk about why the first few minutes of a car accident are critical. If you've ever been in an accident before, you're dazed, you're confused, you never thought it could happen to you, and it's going to take a minute for reality to set in. First thing, once reality sets in that you're in an accident, make sure everyone's okay. Take inventory of everything and everyone in the car. Call 911. Make sure the cops are dispatched to that area. Take your phone out, take your license, take your registration, and go back to the other driver. Take pictures of everything. Best thing to do, best practice, probably do the video. Do the video feature, and there's usually a button on there while you're doing video where you could take pictures. Have the video running and just take pictures of everything. If it's a truck, take a picture of the door of the truck that has all the information on the door. License plate, take a picture of the whole truck, take a picture of the damage, the picture of yourself, everyone else with you. Videotape the other person who's involved in the accident, any other cars around that are involved in the accident. Get the names and addresses, have them speak right into that video camera. Get license plates on the front and on the back. Get all sides of the vehicle, pictures and video. Make sure you're videotaping the driver's license, picture of the driver's license of the other person, the registration of the other person, the proof of insurance of the other person. Make sure it's clear pictures. Read it while you're filming it. Say it to you, so recite it while you're filming it, so you make sure you're getting all the information correctly. Have them speak into the video. What's your understanding of what happened here? Try to get everyone's statement there. Any witnesses, get their information, their contact information, cell phone, everything, because that will become critical. Even before the cops get there, you've probably already done the entire investigation. If everyone's fine, it's a fender bender, it's going to move away to the side of the street, not a big deal. You got all the information. You guys can go about your way. If it becomes an issue later on and legal teams are involved, you have the video and probably almost 100 pictures of everything that's involved. If it's a trucking accident and there needs to be an ambulance dispatched to the position, making sure that everyone's okay or someone needs to get transported, make sure you get street addresses, people names, name tags, badge numbers of everyone involved. Those couple minutes in the very, very beginning are critical because these cases sometimes take years to resolve. And if it's 2 or 3 years later, you're not going to remember what happened. Memories start to fade. Even though you were involved, you were the person who was injured, you may think, I'll never forget this day. You may not forget the day, but you may forget events about the day. And that will become critical moving forward. But if you have the video running, you're taking pictures of everyone. Now, they may not want to give statements. That's okay. Just make sure you get their face. So later on, they may say, I was injured and I was bleeding and I can barely breathe. I was bleeding from the brain. No, you weren't. I got the video right here. Now, it's 2 years later, the stories get more horrendous. Our parents always said, I walked 6 miles to school and 6 feet of snow. Well, last year you said it was right around the corner, but that's a whole nother story.
There were 150 of us living in a shoebox in the middle of the road.
Cardboard box?
Aye, you were lucky.
Stories will change over time. They will get more gruesome. They will get more advantageous to the person who's telling the story, who wants to be the victim. They'll say all these things that happened, and you made this statement, and I made this statement. It was your fault. It was their fault. It was a brown car, not a blue car. It was a red light. There was no stop sign. It was a yield. There was 5 witnesses. There was all this traffic. It wasn't a truck. It was a van. All these things will start to fade, but they will become critical later on should you choose or someone else choose. You may find yourself defending against a lawsuit. Someone suing you. You could turn it over to your insurance company later on. But again, in the very beginning, cut it on, make sure everyone's okay. Call 911. Get the phone, cut it on video, start snapping and go around and receiving information. The more information you get at the scene in the beginning is less information you have to remember or have to recall later on down the road. As always, any questions, give us a call, 412-532-6805, or visit us online at frankwalkerlaw.com.